Let's get sweaty.
Hey guys, welcome to another Shenmue Dojo unboxing. What I have for you today is I have the new Ryo statue by Numskull. I'll just try to show this so you don't see all the reflections there. But this is the new Ryo statue by Numskull, which is available at Numskull Direct, Sega Shop, Zavi in the UK. You can get it through Sega Shop EU if you're in Europe. Or you can get it through Just Geek USA if you are over stateside. You can get it. It's one of the only items actually I think they've done recently from Shenmue which you can get in America, which is good. So in the UK it costs $89.99. Yeah, for European customers it's €106.99, and in America it is $112.49. So it's sort of a low to mid-range sort of price there. My one here I've bought out of my own money. No one sent me anything or anything of the sort. I got this out of my own pocket the absolute moment this was on pre-order. So let's do a tour of the box before we actually crack into open it. Now you can sort of see the front of it there. It's obviously the Heartbeats bar sort of fight scene, if you like. It's a Shenmue and a Ryo Hazuki on the bottom there. Coming around the side there, you can see the Shenmue logo with the dragon, and it just tells you what it is: Ryo Hazuki, 25cm statue. And in the back, you actually get a good look at the stance that he takes. I like the stance actually. I'm interested to see how it sort of compares to the First Figures one that I've got as well. So I pull that out. Then you have some game art for Ryo there, and the Shenmue logo again. And then on the top here, sort myself out and I can get myself around to it. Making an absolute hash of this, but we'll get there. You've got the Shenmue logo on the top there as well. So the box itself, I mean, it's quite sturdy. The plastic bit on the front is, it feels a tiny bit thin, but no real major issue. You probably can't see this too well on here on the top, but it is actually sealed here at the top as well. So I'm going to crack that open. Okay, now I've got the thing open. The seal's better than I thought actually. I was quite surprised. We're going to crack it open from the top. So let's get it open here. Just be a little bit careful. So what we've also got here on the top is you can see it's actually packed in tightly with some plastic. That's fine. Just keeps it nice and secure. I'm going to slide this out very gently on my desk. There we go. Box on the floor there. So it's out of the way. It's also wrapped in sort of what I can see is like a plastic bag as well. So we'll just pull this apart. It should pull apart fairly. Was it taped? Oh no, it's taped. Oh, there we go. A bit more secure as well. So we'll untape it. There we go. Right, there we go. And it should now just, if I get that off of there. Come on. There we go. Right, it just unfolds there. Lift that out of here. Put the plastic on the floor. And there we go. Hopefully you don't mind watching me struggle with packaging. It's at least entertaining, isn't it? Get this off of here as well. On the floor. Right. So first and foremost, this is made out of PVC, so it's like a plasticky type statue, so it's quite light. But first and foremost, let's do like a little tour of it. So let me pull him up over here. So hopefully I'm going to bring him to the camera. Just pull him over a little bit. Hopefully it focuses in. There we are. You can see the expression on Ryo's face. You can see the jacket there. And actually, I really like the texturing on the jacket. Actually. I think I might prefer it to the First for Figures one. If I pull my Ryo exclusives up for First for Figures here, just pull him across to the camera so you can sort of see him again. I think I prefer the jacket actually on the Numbskull version. I know it pops out more. I just quite like that actually. So it's a good starting point. So let's do a proper tour. Obviously you've got the Ryo expression, as always, completely stoic in his expression. If we move this across here, you can see one of the patches here, and the patch is actually raised on the jacket, unlike the First for Figures one, which is I think it's printed on. Both are great. I just think it's quite a nice touch for a PVC statue. Coming round sort of the side and the back here, you can see the Hazuki sort of tiger there. And again, it's raised a little bit on the jacket. I really think they've done a good job on this jacket actually. It's it pops more. There's a bit more detail to it than than the First Figures jacket. Although I think Ryo's stance with the First Figures one I maybe slightly prefer, but it's give or take a little bit really. Go around to the other side here and pulling them in, you can see again another one of the patches here. So if I just, and again that's risen, so if you compare it to my First Figures, hopefully you can see that just there. If it's coming into focus now, just do that with my hand. Come on, there we are, it's a bit better. There we go. You can see it's not raised, it's printed on, which is fine. There's no issue with it. Different statues, different production methods, all of that. There's nothing wrong with it. Now I'm going to try and show you guys the base a bit here, because this is really cool. The base is really cool because there's a nice little touch to it here. You've got, where is it? So if I pull this up to camera a bit further, so you can see just by my finger here, you have some spilt milk. Milk's perfect for a schoolboy, as they say. And then here, if I bring this in really tight, and hopefully you can just make it out to sort of the left centre of the table, you can see some matches there, which are the matches from the game itself. So again, it's quite a nice sort of touch to it. The t-shirt, if you can see it here, it's actually got raised creases in it. So it's quite a nice sort of detail there. He's in fight stance, and he's looking like he's about ready to smash up a bar. The expression's really cool on it. There was a little criticism I had with it. His fingernails are quite white. Don't know why, but fair enough. The hairstyle, it's not too dissimilar actually to the First Figures one. I think actually it's probably more sort of strands of detailing at the front here. If you look at it just there, pull that to camera, so hopefully that comes into focus a bit better. There we go. You can see sort of strandings there. If I pull my First Figures up again, actually it probably is a good comparison, because you can see, hopefully it come into focus. Come on, focus for me, please. There we are. You can see the hair detail is slightly different, but actually the face on the First Figures probably has a little bit more expression and detail in it than the Numbskull version. I mean, it's all sort of give and take little things that I'm picking at here. I actually think this is a very good Ryo statue. I'm very impressed with it. You can see whoever's designed this thing has sort of gone in on it and decided, you know what, I know the games, or at least a fan of the games, and has taken that into heart and gone, right, let's do a nice tribute here. And they've done a cracking job. It feels quite nice, and it is PVC, so I mean it is a bit lighter. It doesn't feel cheap though, because some of these sort of PVC statues can feel sort of almost cheap knockoffy type things. This doesn't. It feels really good in the hand to sort of pick up, fiddle around, have a look around with it. I'm genuinely impressed with it. I think they've done a cracking job, and for the price point of, I mean, $89.99 in the UK, for the entry point for a statue, on what you get in terms of the detailing, I think it's really, really good. I'm really impressed with what's gone into this here. And as a Shenmue fan, I think there's a lot of care, a lot of attention gone into it. And it's with the best respect to First Figures in the world, who do some amazing work. I love my Landy statue back behind me. I love my Ryo statue. They're a completely different price point. So for some, they could be off-putting because of their price point. Their quality is outstanding, don't get me wrong, but the price points are quite high. This, on the other hand, is a bit more accessible from a price point for more people who might be umming and ahhing about it and go, do you know what, for 80, 90 quid, I can throw something in and get a really good quality product for significantly less than some of the competitors out there. So it's just worth sort of bearing in mind as to how you want to weigh that up. And also First Figures, you can't really get them now. The Ryo and the Landies, for example, they're on eBay, you can't get them. Whereas this is completely and utterly readily available all over the internet. Sega Shop, Zavi, Numskull, Just Geek USA, and Sega Shop Europe, they all have these. They're in stock right now. So if you want to get yourself one, pop over to those websites. The link will be in the description below, so you can go on and have a look to your heart's content. As I say, I'm really impressed with the detail on this. I think what it's done better than the previous Ryo statues. I think the patches and the detailing around the jacket and the t-shirt. I know they look better. They pop out much more for me. I'm really impressed with that sort of thing, and that's not a slur on First for Figures. It's just my personal opinion on what I think about this Numbskull statue. I love the stance. I still slightly prefer the First for Figures one. That's just again, it's a personal preference thing. Yeah, I am honestly really impressed with this, and for the price, you can't really argue. So, guys, if you're going to pick one up, I'd highly recommend it, because with anything Shenmue, it may well go before you get round to it, and then they end up on eBay and they're quite expensive. So this might be a single run for all we know. And yeah, like I say, I'm supremely impressed with it. And I will happily pick another one up of these. If they do like a Landy or they do a Shenfa or whatever it was, I'm in day one. I'm really, really impressed with this product. Thoroughly well thought out, great quality. Yeah, brilliant. So guys, that sort of brings us to a close for the unboxing. Thank you again for watching this. I hope I've given you sort of a useful insight in comparison to some of the previous products that are out there. Do give us a like, share and subscribe on YouTube and all this social media stuff. And I will be back, hopefully, with another unboxing of some anime gear when it turns up very soon. But otherwise, guys, have a great day, great week, and I will see you soon. Take care.